Hello, Key Biscayne. It is Monday, July 29th, 2019, and this is the No One's Listening Show, episode 157. I am your host, Rafa, and I am here with the best panel that we could have in this summer heat. Summer, nothing's going on. To my left is Manny.
Thanks, Rafa, man. I appreciate that warm welcome, I think. And I got to tell you, I love what you've done with the place. The studio looks incredible. I haven't seen so many tri-fold poster boards since my kids' science project. What's going on here?
It's an attempt to limit the amount of echo in the room since there's no furniture. So the sound bounces a lot, and I'm kind of keeping my voice down and like close to the mic so that it doesn't travel very far and hit off the walls.
Cool.
And those are supposed to deflect sound somehow, but I don't think they're doing a very good job.
Yeah, one of these is from 1993. It's Rafa's fifth grade project. The effects of carbon dioxide on plants while living in a garage.
There you go.
So,
the least amount when you use the tin foil. Okay, since there's absolutely nothing going on this island and hasn't been anything going on for, I don't know, a month now, why don't we say to the listeners, if there's anybody listening, give us a call, 305-361-8557, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. That's 305-361-8557, or just leave us a comment in the stream if you're listening there. And we'll bring up whatever topic you guys want to talk about.
Folks, it's open lines tonight. We got Baba Booey in the back room here answering calls. So you can call that number, 305-361-8557. You can call Rafa's number or mine. You know what those are.
There you go. Okay, let's move on. Let's start how we start, which is weekend talk. And I will start with what we did, which we went on the boat yesterday down to Soldier Key, and we did a little barbecue, and a bunch of people showed up. Old Rat Radio favorites like Gannon, Anna was out there, Lenny was out there, and then just some Key Rat faves like Craig Hardy, Lucas was there. Who else?
Hochi,
Griff,
Andy Blanco,
Abad. Melwani was there, and
damn, I got the call in the morning, but I didn't jump on it. My son Lucas, sent me a picture of himself on the boat with Craig Hardy, and he, living the dream or something was his caption and in his story. I was like, did you go fishing with Craig? He's like, no, Lucas was fishing on the seawall at Harbor Drive, and Craig came by, and Lucas hopped in and went down to Soldier with him for the day. So good on you.
Yeah, they did a little bit of fishing, but I don't think they caught anything, at least not while they were down there. But the rods were out. Saw some stingrays and stuff like that. But just a really good time. Griff got one of those rod holder grills,
Oh, my God, that's perfect.
Yeah, and we cooked up a storm for everybody, so that was...
Actually, I think Griff got a boat so he can hold the rod holder grill.
That and to drink beers in peace. So yeah, bro, just a really good time all around. And then when we were going back, Griff tried to go as fast as possible, which was very annoying. But his boat goes pretty fast.
Did you guys stay late till the sunset?
Yeah, we stayed till the sunset.
Sunset was beautiful last night.
Mm-hmm. And then we actually we came back in right before the sunset, and then we went in the water at Mashta, where everybody had already left, which was nice, and we watched the sunset there in the water, and then we went back to the club, which is perfect.
We have a saying for that, BTG.
There you go.
Better than good.
It was better than good.
Cool.
Anyway, what'd you do this weekend?
We went. Nancy and I had a date night on Saturday. She just got back into town from Newport, so we're like, let's go, a little date night. So I wanted to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I didn't want to fall asleep. It's a 2-hour and 40-minute movie. So we went to the 5:40 showing at the Silver Spot. It's in downtown. And it was amazing. The movie was incredible. It was, I could see how some people might not like it, but it was so deliberate, and every scene was, they stretched the scenes. That's why it was 2 hours and 40 minutes. The scenes were sometimes stretched a little long. But DiCaprio is amazing. He plays a sort of an actor who's not a leading man. He's kind of questioning himself. He's marginal as an actor. He's been in bit parts here and there, and he had a series as well, a cowboy series. But he's not very confident. And
What year is it in the movie?
1969.
Okay.
And it coincides. There's no spoilers happening here, but so DiCaprio does a great job of being just like a guy who's not confident, and Brad Pitt plays his stuntman buddy, who's got his own sort of history that unfolds and is revealed, and it also happens during a period. It's a period piece, so it happens in 1969, and his neighbor, Leo DiCaprio's neighbor, up in the Hollywood Hills, is Roman Polanski, and he was married to Sharon Tate. And
so that happens like in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like,
so the Manson thing kind of crosses paths with it, and it is just incredible. So I highly recommend it. And then from there, since we got out of the movie and it was only barely 8:00, we went over to El Santo on Calle Ocho. Have you been to that place?
no, I haven't. Not even heard of it. What is
It's
it?
great. It's a little corner taco shop that's
Okay.
fully lit up and very, with the saints, big saint statues in there and over the top and great tacos. And next door, it's a club, El Santo Club, which is it's like right out of Scarface. It's it's like a real club, but right on Calle Ocho. So we sat at the bar
But it's not the one that's upstairs.
no.
Okay.
We sat at the bar on the little on the cafeteria side. Man, really cool. Get you can have your whatever drinks there and some tacos. So, and then home by 10:30. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
That is nice. That does sound good. That reminds me that it wasn't this weekend, it was last weekend that I went to a club that I've been wanting to go to for a long time. It's called Club El Palenque. And it's a Mexican club over it's Miami. It's like 22nd Ave and I don't know, like 18th Street or something. It's like, south of, like around the stadium, let's say.
Right.
Around where the stadium is. And it was wild. It's a huge club with like a pitted dance floor, neon lights. Drinks were relatively affordable. Actually, they were very affordable for any type of thing. There was no cover that night. And there's a bunch of guys in like cowboy hats and stuff like that, like real Mexicaned out, all Mexican-ish, Mexican and Central American kind of vibes in there.
How do you end up at places like this, Rafa? Because I went to a movie and then we went to this place that was on Calle Ocho on the way home.
So we were with some friends, and there's this bar that I've liked to go to for a long time called, it doesn't have a name. It's just a little dive bar, but it's all like Central American construction workers and stuff like that at this bar. But they all play, and the jukebox only plays like bachata music. And so we like to go there because the beers are cheap. Like you get Modelo's.
We don't have a name though for the
I
listeners.
don't know what it's called. It just says cafeteria outside, but then at night it has a dance floor, kind of. It's like the dining area becomes the dance floor.
Jukebox.
A jukebox, a bar, and a pool table way in the back.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and this is a small place. And so since we had gone to this other place, Club El Palenque, we had seen it driving around, and we were just like, what could that be, One time we looked it up on the maps and it says like club, and you see some pictures from the inside, and you're like, oh, that looks wild, And so we finally got it to, we were kind of near the area. We were like, let's just hop in an Uber and get over there. Ooh, we have a phone call. I don't know if it has to do, but
Let's hear it.
I'll pipe him on the radio anyway. Hello, caller. You're on the air. What's going on?
Is this DJ Mo Money?
Yes, that's my alter ego.
I know.
What you doing?
That's what I'm looking for.
What's going on? You got something? Any?
We're talking about out of the way of bars that maybe people don't know about. You got a favorite?
Is Today the radio for real?
Yeah, you're literally on the radio right now on the Key Rat radio.
Good evening, Key Rat residents. This is Andy Blanco, live on the air.
Oh, we were just talking about how nice it was yesterday out there at Soldier. Why don't you tell the people how you got there and what that was all about?
Yesterday we decided to make a challenge of the day by, what did we do? We paddleboarded. Ian Wogan, Victoria Perret, and I from Key Biscayne Yacht Club to Soldier Key, which was approximately 7 miles.
Insane.
And what we thought would take 2 hours ended up taking more like 3.5. Close to 4.
Because the current started ripping.
Well, it was smooth sailing for the most part. We left at pretty much slack tide, I think it was. Mm-hmm. Not close to it. And then, I guess, as you go south, I mean, it's a bit delayed the farther south you go. And so about 2 hours in, tide started coming in. But about 3/4 of the tide coming in, until 1/4 into the tide coming in, roughly the first 2 hours, basically. It's not too rushed, the current. But right there at that quarter mark, it starts picking up. And it got picked up.
Yeah, it caught you guys out, huh? That was. But so when you got there, were you like tired, or were you guys going at a good pace? That I didn't really notice if you guys were exhausted or you just made it no worries.
It's thirsty.
We were low and slow, and we weren't out of breath. But I think what first starts hurting the most is the lower back. The lower back, you feel it's your core. It's like crawling around, a couple miles or walking, 7 miles.
Damn.
At some point, your back starts hurting a little bit, but it wasn't bad. It's doable. Anybody can do it. I think we're going to organize, maybe with the help of Manny, we'll organize another one where we do everyone brings their water and their day pack, and we'll do 2 soldier, have lunch, and then come back. But at this time, looking at the tide chart properly and organizing it right.
So but that's only for the.
I want to do. Tell Andy I want to do an around, or we want to do an around the key paddle. Andy, let's do that.
Did you hear him?
No.
He wants to do an around the key paddle.
Yeah, I'm down for that too.
So one time,
just it's what we got to work with. There's some challenges. Right? Circumnavigate the key is one, and soldier and back is the proper one. But around the key.
That's for like the hardcore people only. I can't see the casual paddle crew jumping on that.
And anybody can do it, but honestly, if we organize it right, we can have a support vessel there with us in case.
The spotter boats.
There's
plenty of those.
A spotter boat, people can swap in and out. It'd be fun.
Cool. All right. Well, what did you actually call me for?
I actually called you because big announcement. My sister got engaged.
No way.
To her boyfriend Carolina, yeah. So, and anyway, they've been talking about venues to do like a little bit of an engagement party. So I was calling you to see if you and then your wanderings around the city of Miami and elsewhere.
I got this place called Club El Palenque. You got it.
That sounds perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
That I was just talking about before you called, and it's wild. That might be Go ahead. Oh, I was saying that might be a good spot. Maybe the night before kind of thing.
Or drinks after late night.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, I felt like we had gone somewhere and we had talked about it or noticed it, observed it, and I was calling to see if you remembered, but it's no big deal.
Oh, some other spot? Okay, I'll keep it in mind.
We'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Or callers, if you think of something good, feel free to call in. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thanks for the call.
Next time. Yeah, we'll talk next time.
Awesome.
Bye.
Dude, we should have just had Andy come and sit in tonight.
Yeah, but he's always off the island, so,
It's a nice call.
But congratulations to Caro Blanco, who apparently just got engaged. So if you want to talk to us, 305-361-8557, or just call Manny, or drop us a comment in the thing. We'll read it, and we'll talk about whatever it is you think is important, because we don't have much going on this muggy summer day.
Rafa, I have a question for you.
Sure.
What are you listening to?
Well, I do have one song. I recommended a song by this artist a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to recommend another one by the same artist. Her name is Kate LeBon, and the song is called, it's called Miami. Actually, it would be more apt on the other show, but it works here too. And it's kind of cool. Look, I'll play it for you, so that way you know exactly what I'm talking about. It goes like this. Oh, wait, let's fast forward a little bit so we hear it. Oh, there we go. And it kind of loops around like that. Cool little chill vibe.
Whoa, man, hang on. I just nodded off. I fell asleep there for a second.
Well, I mean, it's funny because when
That's great. I'm going to use that at night for
when
the insomnia kicks in.
when I play the hard rock bangers, nobody likes
the noise.
It either. Yeah, and then when I play my chill music, it's too chill. All right. What are you listening to?
No, I mean that was just chill enough. It was perfect. I'm gonna incorporate that into my background there. Sleeping
on Miami.
I'm listening to. I heard this song in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I always love my favorite rock and roll band coming to town soon. Out of time. Early Rolling Stones coming to town in almost 1 month. Can't wait.
What is it, August 31st?
August 31st, yeah. So finally, hopefully, Mick will finish off the tour well and be able to close it out here in Miami.
Where's the show?
The Hard Rock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good venue. Oh, wait, the Hard Rock Stadium, of course.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, shit. I thought it was in the tiny little Hard Rock casino.
That would be
I was
amazing.
Like, yeah. Oh, shit. Damn. It's the Hard Rock Stadium. Golly.
Well,
yeah.
that's like wild, dude. Like, I don't know. It's so big that you almost don't see the dude.
Oh, I'm going to see him because I'm on the floor on the aisle right next to the extension. So Mick's going to be like photobombing our selfies for sure.
All right.
My goal is to actually get on stage. Come on,
would
dude.
Be good, dude.
You don't think I can do it?
I think I think you should try because
I'm going to try.
That memory,
I'm going to be invited on stage.
Having that memory of being like a guy who jumps onto the stage would be better.
I'm going to be invited up onto the stage.
They don't do that,
huh? I know, man. If I was like some hot chick, I would definitely be up there. But.
Like a Courtney Cox and that.
Is it wrong? Would it be wrong if I got up there and danced with Mick? Would it be wrong?
It would, but it would be totally worth it, dude.
I know.
You jump on, and then right when the security guy comes, you jump off, man, right into the crowd.
It's just a rock and roll thing,
That's
man.
what I'm saying, man. These things are too tame nowadays.
All right. I'm going to start manifesting that.
But the distance between the seats and the stage is going to be this giant moat of.
I'm on the aisle right by the extension, at the end of the extension.
But you can like touch it.
I don't know. I can't tell from a picture. It's like a drawing, you know. But it looks pretty damn close.
I'm crossing my fingers for you because it would
all right.
Imagine
anybody else going to the show. Anybody else want to give us a call? We don't have much tonight, so what are you listening to? 305-361-8557.
There you are.
Call us as well.
So wait, I just want to say that would be the most amazing memory if you got on there for yourself. I mean, just think about
it.
Last kind of thing of the Stones.
Dude, hopefully that's not like the last story. That it's just another great memory is the way I like to look at it. Yeah, I agree. It would definitely go down
for the books.
Yeah, it'd be a top 10 when they finish telling the story.
Okay. Well, let's go on to a couple things I have written down here, but they're not. I don't want to get you excited because blah, blah, blah.
We are in your living room.
So there was a great article today in the Key News about the writer. Her name's Annalie. She goes to Novecento and she has them cook up iguana for her.
A writer?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like a blogger or something? Like a
journalist who
someone doing a review?
They're doing I guess you could call it a review, but they asked. Okay, so this is the backstory.
Yeah, give me some backstory because I don't know anything here. I didn't read the notes, show notes.
So iguanas are invasive species in Florida, and so they've been a kind of a nuisance for a lot of people for a long time. But just recently, or this year sometime, I think it was Fish and Wildlife Commission of Florida said, hey, it would be a good idea if people started, shooting these things or killing these things and eating them, because it would do well for us to cull the populations, and at the same time, it doesn't go to waste.
It's what they call a win-win.
Yeah. And so this writer, she goes, I don't know how she got the iguana. Oh, yeah. I think she asked Novecento about it, and they agreed to help her out to see what it would be like.
So she showed up with a cooler.
No. They ordered some iguana from Tampa.
Fernwood, from like...
from Tampa, some big iguana. And they talk about how it's a delicacy in certain parts of the world. I could imagine that it doesn't taste that bad because all they eat is flowers and stuff like that. So can't be that bad. And they cook her up an iguana curry and some rice and some other stuff. And I guess the conclusion is that it tastes like
curry.
Chicken. Yeah, that's true.
It tastes like curry.
That it tastes a lot like chicken, maybe a little gamier, and the pieces are a little smaller, I guess. Would you eat iguana?
Of course.
I would too.
Yeah.
I'd definitely like to try it. I wonder if if it's not better than chicken and it's not cheaper, then I kind of would not understand why, but...
Dude, the whole taste like chicken, to me, that's like a cop-out.
Yeah,
like, whatever, it tastes like chicken. Frogs, taste like chicken. Snake, it tastes like chicken. If it, so it probably tastes like iguana.
Yeah, I bet it does.
And curry.
I would definitely eat this, and I would encourage... The other thing is that I assume that a lot of people get squeamish if they see that on the menu. I wouldn't, but I don't know. I'm down. If restaurants on the Key want to get iguana with it, I am willing to.
Maybe why don't you call Jose and Maria Empanada? Maybe
see if I can get an iguana empanada.
Yeah, maybe the empanadas want to do it.
So anyway, that's about the most interesting thing I got written down here. The other thing that happened, which is kind of curious. So you remember, I don't know if you noticed, but in the past month, there was these cameras set up at the entrance to the Key. Miami-Dade Police had set up this little camera unit. It was it's a little tiny trailer with solar panels and these telescoping poles with the top of them, and they had cameras.
Yeah, I was
them.
wondering about that.
So I talked to Miami-Dade Police, and I asked them, what's the deal with those things? And they're like, well, there's been there was also one on Dog Beach, okay? And they were like, well, there's been an uptick in crime around cars and stuff like that. And so the idea is that if there's somebody commits one of these crimes, that we can then review the camera footage and see if we see a car and a license plate or whatever. I didn't get an answer if they were logging every license plate or if they only went back to look at the footage if something had been already reported as a crime, right? So soon after I got that answer, maybe a week now, the camera's gone. I don't know if they took it down because I asked.
Rafa is on to us. We're going to break it down.
I don't know. I wonder if because the guy was he was kind of iffy about telling me, oh, do we have a call? Do we have a call on the line?
Yeah, we have a caller. Hey, Mati, what's up, buddy? You're on Rat Radio. Is everything all right?
All right,
bye.
Call me after.
All right, bye.
Well, that was a good call.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not on Rat Radio anymore, Dad.
305-361-8557 if you want to give us a call just like that one. If not, if you want to talk about something, we'll talk to you. So anyway, the cameras are gone.
Yeah.
It happened right after, and the guy was, he was okay, I don't think he liked that I asked him about it.
Who was the guy?
It was a lieutenant from the Miami-Dade Police Department.
Okay.
But at the same time...
What, you called him or you saw him there?
So I emailed the department to find out what it was. Then they told me, oh, this is the guy who would know. And that guy was like, hey, give me your phone number or just call my office. And I was like, okay, I'll call his office. And he was super nice. He was friendly about it.
Wait a second. Rafa, was that thing always here outside of your? I'm looking outside of on Rafa Street right now, and there is some sort of a unit with solar panels and a protruding proboscis sticking up with looks like a 360 camera on top.
Could you
Rafa,
imagine?
did you bring that guy to Sunrise, man?
Could you imagine if that guy was posted right outside your window? Like, oh, yeah, don't worry about it. We're just looking at cars. Yeah, sure you are. You're looking right into my house. Anyway, the thing's gone. I don't know if they caught whoever they wanted to catch or if they decided that the experiment's done.
Everybody check your wrists right now. Is anyone missing a Rolex? No? Comment, call in, whatever. We'll get those cameras back. All right.
Yeah. So that's one little thing that happened. Let's see what else I got here. Ooh. No one wants to live here, Manny. Nobody wants to live here anymore.
Because of the crocodiles?
I don't know. Oh, we can get to that. Actually, why don't you talk to me about the crocodiles?
Well, people ask us all the time about like they like as if we know anything, but what about those crocodiles? What are they going to do about those crocodiles? Aren't you worried about those crocodiles? And so yesterday I was out here. I didn't go to Soldiers. I should have gone there. It sounded nice, but anyway, I was out here and I ran into our friend TJ, friend of the show, and he not TJ Jafita, another TJ, Frisbee TJ.
Okay. Morel.
Yeah, and he was telling me that on Virginia Key there was a resident crocodile, and there was a nest that they had been monitoring. He goes to Rasmus, or he works at NOAA.
No, he works at NOAA.
He works at NOAA, right? And they'd been monitoring a crocodile nest at the lake on Virginia Key. You know those lakes back there where there's the Frisbee golf course, and back behind where they have the Grassroots Music Fest and all that? Right there in the middle, there's a lake.
Yes.
Well, the nest hatched, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, what are they going to do? Obviously, this is a way that they're going to be able to get rid of the crocodiles because they can get them and then move them or something. I don't know. What are they going to do? So their charge was to go out there last night at like dusk, just before dusk, and capture all 25 hatchlings, tag them, examine them, tag them, and keep the mom away the whole time.
Holy shit.
And then I'm like, and then what do you do with them? And he's like, well, we just put them right back. This is a great thing, They're so rare and endangered. It's the first time this is happening right here in Virginia Key. So we have 25 new little crocodiles. Not too far away, just a bear cut swim away from Crandon.
Did you get a follow-up? Did they actually manage to tag?
No, so that was today they were going to do that. Today they're doing that, yeah.
Man, that's got to be rough. And do you know if the nest, I don't know how crocodiles do nests. Are they on the shore? Are they in the water, near the water?
So it's, I don't know. I didn't ask him that. Damn. Should have asked him that.
I just wonder.
No, it's a good question, but I did ask him.
Do they have to get in the water?
When you get there, how do you see them? And I remembered the days when I was growing up. And like we'd go catch frogs. We lived in Connecticut my first few years, and you go to catch frogs in a lake, and you just see the heads. You just see. You know what you're looking for, just like the eyes. And that's how they find the babies. So the babies hatch, they're not going to go too far. They're right there, close by, in the shelter. So they have to go and find them. Someone spots the mom, and as the spotter, keeps her away or alarms, when she's coming. Yeah.
And what about the dad? The dad's nowhere to be found?
No, the dad is. It's a deadbeat croc. Yeah. So anyway, more crocs to come, I guess. I don't know. It's right there.
But at least when they come, we'll know which croc it is because they'll be
tagged.
Okay, 25 more crocs in Virginia Key.
But that's not why people don't want to live here.
No, why people don't want to live here, I don't really have an answer to it, but I do have more proof. And that is that over year, in the same time period this year than last year, condo sales are down 28%. It's a lot. And home sales are down 34%. That's even more. It's math,
Ralph, is this some kind of master plan that you have? Because you've been trying to get people to not want to live here for a long time. and
It's
now
finally happening.
and like you got rid of the Big Brother cameras already by making a couple emails and calls. Now all of a sudden,
So I think it's a lot of things. I think people realize, number one, it's very expensive, and the foreign money who can pay those expensive prices is kind of falling. I think I read another stat that foreign buying is down 50%.
that was fueling everything here.
Yeah, in Miami-Dade County.
That was fueling everything on the Key.
Yeah.
Right?
And so that combined maybe with trends of people wanting to live closer to urban centers.
Do we have any realtors out there listening right now? Realtors, developers, builders. What do you think? What's your take on this? Give us a call, 305-361.
8557.
You can call my number, Rafa's too. But is this something that is this going to continue, or have we just hit kind of a time where this is a down, right?
Yeah, I think. I mean, we might be lucky and get a couple years where things are a little slow, and then once the market elsewhere goes up and we seem undervalued, then people will start buying here again. Also, people need to want to live in the suburbs. People need to be less scared of sea level rise. I mean, I've told this to Mayor Mike. Come up with a plan. I don't care what it is, but so that the realtors can tell all their people, don't worry, the Key has a plan. And whatever you invest in, we got a plan. It's going to be solved. Don't worry.
It's hard. There's a lot of
even
plans.
if they don't do it, but just a plan.
Like the seaweed thing is a
Oh, that's a
major
downer
issue
too.
now.
Yeah, I wonder if buyers know about seaweed and stuff
they
like
start
that.
Googling Tulum and they see that how it's been devastating there.
And they notice. The other thing is the flooding, but I know a lot of buyers aren't savvy enough. At least foreign buyers. Maybe local buyers are probably savvy enough to ask how the flooding is when it floods in a certain neighborhood. Like who would buy around like Redwood or Palmwood at the same price as maybe anywhere else on the Key? Because those places, when you get flooded, man, that is.
I know,
like
but
right
Redwood's like the best street on the Key. It tees off on both ends. It's one block. It's a great street.
It's a great street, except when it rains, it floods heavy. When there's no drainage there or no nothing. Now they're talking about putting a pump next to the school.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Or a pump over at the 500 parks if they do that.
Oh, yes,
Harbor.
exactly.
Yeah.
At those properties that they're looking at on Harbor to acquire as public parks. And I don't know, but those are all kind of piecemeal. I wonder if, it's a combination of things being expensive here relative to other places, trends in people not wanting to live as much in the suburbs, maybe. I don't know if that's true.
Have a plan.
That's right.
I mean,
And then second, there's no plan, and people are worried about an island.
They're working on the 2040, so...
Yeah, they better have like a comprehensive plan that says, I don't know, what do you do if suddenly there's an inch of water every time there's I don't know, all the time. Or
I don't think it's that bad.
I mean, not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
But if it ever gets to that, renters are still going to like it because it's still a nice place to live, but nobody's going to want to hold property in a place it looks like.
You blew it, dude. You bought this place?
I'm on the second floor.
Okay, you're good.
And plus, I'm in for the long
you're
haul.
good.
Like I'm 1 foot of water. I'm still here, hanging
100%.
out. And the only people who are going to be here are the saltiest people, and those are my people. So I'll be good.
You know where I'll be.
You're even higher. You're fine, man. I'll be underwater. You're chilling up there. Got a waterfront view. The whole nine. Anyway, that's what's happening with real estate. 305-361-8557 if you're worried about your house going underwater. Or anything else you want to talk about, because we're just... we're
Open mic night here tonight.
Yeah, we're playing it by ear. Or just drop us a comment there in the Facebook live stream, and we'll talk about whatever you think is important to talk about. Apart from that, I have written down here... the cleanup, if you want to talk to us about that big cleanup you guys did, and we're on TV and everything.
Oh, yeah. We did a mangrove cleanup. A lot of fun. We had like 40 people. We had we were I don't know if you remember that morning, that Saturday morning. It was a storm, like an epic storm on Key Biscayne. Just as we were getting ready to launch at 10 o'clock, the storm hit. So we had, like 30 or 40 people show up to do this mangrove cleanup at the ski hole. And just as we're arriving at the Presbyt or the cross bridge gave us access to their backyard. Really cool. Thank you very much. Just as we're arriving, it starts crushing. The rain, lightning brought everybody inside undercover at the Presbyt. And I was like, yeah, it's going to be like 10 minutes. I'm looking at the radar. But, the radar, like the radar moved really quick to the key, and then it just stopped. It was one of those that just landed on top of us and didn't move. It was probably 15 minutes. I can't be more than another 10 minutes. An hour and a half later, I was like, you're going to be here till 12 anyway. It's about 11 o'clock, 11:15, and the skies cleared or began to clear, and everyone just went boom, balls out to the mangroves. We had probably 35 people on paddleboards, 25, 35 people on paddleboards. We had 3 support vessels, Griff, Gannon, Bobby, Laura, thank you very much. Rimo was out there on a boat. Scott Hardy left his boat there at the Gypsy mooring, so it was perfect. The paddle guys stepped up big time. Khalil brought his nice big boat, and that was a nice anchor spot. And we had Louis Aguirre there. Louis Aguirre was, had come to do a story on Philibag a couple days before.
From Channel 10 News.
From Channel 10, yeah, Local 10 News. And it was funny because, Louis Aguirre he's kind of a TV personality. I mean, he is a TV personality. He's a reporter. He did like Deco Drive and all these shows that a lot of the people that were at the cleanup, they didn't know he was coming, and they saw him. They're like, wait a second, you're Louis Aguirre. I grew up watching you on Deco Drive. So he came out and participated. He was awesome, very supportive. He's been really helpful since as well. And, we pulled out hundreds of pounds of marine debris from the mangroves. These 2 girls who are high school girls, they found one of those green waste management bins, like the garbage bins that you have downstairs or at your house, the big giant green ones, the big ones, about 200 yards deep into the mangroves. And they got it out of there. You know what it is to get that out of the mangroves?
Yeah, through all the
These
trees
2, 16-year-old girls. And not only did they get it out, but they filled it on their way out and brought it back on the paddleboard to the to the big sort of trash barge that we had out there, Khalil's boat.
Nice.
So it was great, man.
Get back there.
Pardon?
Something storm surge takes something like that back
storm surge, and then
That's
just
crazy.
200 yards back. It's incredible. So thank you very much to the community, everyone who shows up and supports. So grateful. Thank you to, Miami Foundation, Key Biscayne Community Foundation. I can't say enough about Key Biscayne Community Foundation. We talk about them all the time. And, lately it's been all this other nonsense that's been going on. But, it's organizations like that really empower the community to, do stuff, affect change and do impactful things that, your thing may not be cleaning up marine trash. It may be bringing your own water bottle. It may be refusing a bag. It may be refusing single-use plastic. It may be carrying your own bags. It'll be something, though. And so we just thank you so much to the community, the way that all of this has been embraced.
And how, if people want to find out about the next one, they should follow the Philibag account maybe? Or how
you can follow Philibag on Instagram. For sure.
That's probably a good way to
to
be up to date on participating in something like this.
We talk about it here also, but definitely follow us on Insta and you'll see how the Philibag family has grown. It's like it's not just us here. It's all over the place. So it's cool. Join up.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. 305-361-8557 if you want to chat about, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't even have to be about Key Biscayne. I don't care. Tell me your life story. I'll listen. we'll listen and we'll comment on it and critique it.
And critique it. Well, that sounds really inviting.
Okay. Not many comments out there, but I'll say hi to all the people on the stream. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. That's all I have here on this Monday, July 29th.
How about some calendar stuff?
For that, but I do want to tell you to subscribe and all that stuff. Find us on social medias. I don't have any do you have calendar? I don't have a calendar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Parties?
There's
Is there a
actually,
party?
yeah, that's right. I do have something on Friday, August 2nd. This Friday. We're actually doing a cleanup, fill-a-bag cleanup. You asked about it, so yeah, there you go. Friday, August 2nd at 9:30 a.m. at Puro Surf in El Zonte, El Salvador. Yeah, man, we're going to El Salvador. We're going to go to Puro Surf, which is the one that Iggy goes to, and that surf academy down there that was built by a Key Biscayne guy and his friends down there. And we're going to do a cleanup down there. Yeah, they sent out, they put it up on Insta today. So we're doing a fill-a-bag Puro Surf collab.
Have you seen this, speaking of the social movement, I think they call it hash trash. It's a movement to pick up trash, not just at the beaches, but everywhere. And it's just, it's...
Oh, yeah, it's some kind of a challenge where you look at, like, the before and after.
Yeah,
picture.
that people do that.
Yeah.
And so a good thing to piggyback on, or at least use their hashtags so that other people find you guys and stuff like that.
Good idea. I mean? Hey, Rafa, you want to be our social media guy?
I hate marketing, but it would be a good idea just to show that even if it's not the exact same thing, that people can find.
Got to get better at that hashtag stuff.
Okay, so that's your calendar.
How about anybody out there? Anybody have anything for the calendar? Anything going on?
305-361-8557 is the number to call. I don't see anything on the stream, do you?
All right, I think we're going to be able to get out here and catch a nice sunset tonight.
Yeah, looks like it. Openings and closings. Do we have anything there? Let me think.
Is the burger joint still open? Pops?
I have to get over there before it closes again.
Yeah, so it opens, closes, it opens again. So keep an eye on that.
And you saw, we talked about how the pita pocket's going to expand. And I'll have more info soon. Well, I'll leave it for the next one. Yeah, because I don't really have anything on that.
All right. Well, are we still in summer hours for another couple weeks?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So we'll see you in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, exactly.
All right, great.
Okay, well, thank you to the excellent panel for being here. This has been a great show. I want to thank all the listeners out there. I wish you guys would have commented a little more, but that's fine. 305-361-8557.
Yeah, maybe they just didn't want to be critiqued.
If you want to have the last word. And if not, we'll leave it at that. Play you out with a little jingle jangle. Let me see if I can put this on while talking to you guys. Hear me straining myself.
Rafa the contortionist.
Here we go. Ready? Thank you for listening, and we'll be back soon. Hopefully more things have happened once we come back. Goodbye.